We are back. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Salute, man, to the greatest chat in YouTube history, man. Appreciate you guys once again for always supporting what we do over here, man. We got our brother in the building, Paul. Man, come on, man. What's up, man? The agent Paul. No, we're not even going to do Paul anymore. The agent Paul. Brother, I just want to say something before we get rolling. You did it, man. Big milestone. Big weekend a few weeks ago or whatnot, man. Bro, we are proud of you. I don't think you realized the chat when we were doing the live stream in Detroit for the for the whole entire draft. Everybody was excited. Yo, Paul's guy went. Paul's guy went. I don't think you realize how much, man, the chat is really supporting what you got going on, man. How are you feeling right now, brother?
Man, I'm feeling good, bro. Just coming down from the weekend. You know, it was what, maybe 2 weeks ago it happened. Just coming down. You know, you just go through the entire gamut of emotions, man. And I'm just truly just blessed, man, and thankful. You know, a lot of people reaching out to me, a lot of people hitting me up. You know, my mom and dad were both at the draft party. It was by far, you know, one of the best days of my life.
Yeah, man. Hey, now, you know, you've been here for a while. You've been here for a while. You know, we do our shows. This one to me is a lot more special because we get an opportunity this year to kind of try and take a peek behind the curtain, so to speak, within the draft. Give me like just the thought process, you know what I mean, behind everything that's going on behind the scenes, because you have one guy in Keon Coleman that went early. You have one guy, Marcus Banks, another guy that so under the radar, man. And I want to talk about him at some point, you know, on the show as well. You got one guy here, you got one guy there. Like, how do you do this, man, as an agent? Like behind the scenes, give us a sneak peek of the conversations that are being had with you and Keon, and then with you and Marcus Banks. Like, how did this process unfold behind the scenes?
Well, I'll start with Keon because obviously he got drafted first.
Yeah.
So much of this job, man, is managing the expectation. I mean, we knew, irrespective if you think you're a top 10 talent, you know, going into the draft, we always kind of knew that the draft started after Udunze came off the board. You know, There's pretty much a consensus in those top 3 receivers. Anything after that, you just kind of didn't know. So, you know, we were kind of, after the Saints picked at 14, you know, I felt that maybe there was a chance to go 17 to Jacksonville. Maybe there was a chance to go 18 to the Bengals. You know, you kind of know the board. You map it out. You balance against. Hold on, Graphk. 1 second, bro.
No, you good. You good. Salute to the chat, man. Real quick. Salute to Spivey. Also, man, gifting 5 OLV Raider Nation memberships, man. Salute to my guy Spivey, man. The Kevin Nash of Shieldmore, man. Salute to everybody also here in the building. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up.
My bad, bro. My bad. I'm at the crib. You know, everybody.
You good.
Bro. Yeah. So what I say is that, man, you know, just, man, we kind of had an idea of what it would look like. You know, we had those 30, we had the visits, they call them 30s.
Yeah.
The team had 30 visits. So Keon had been on 12 of them. So within that, you can kind of gauge who has a level of interest. You kind of know what conversations and Keon and I talking about what was said to him, about what's communicating to him, kind of filtering in between what's real and what's not real. You know, they call draft season lying season.
Yeah.
I had my own conversations with position coaches, GM. So, you know, we we had an idea, and we always knew that Buffalo was a really, really big possibility for us.
Yeah.
Just from the sense of you knew that there was a need there. Didn't necessarily know what they were going to do in the draft. There was a chance that they could go defense first round, but all signs were pointing towards them taking a receiver, and we knew we fit that bill.
When you seen them starting to move back, were you starting to question what was going on there? Because we kept saying Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo. And then as Raider fans, we got nervous. You know, we want you guys to have all the success in the world, but we got nervous about Kansas City there. We're like, oh my God, Keon might end up over there. And then they went with the speedster, Xavier Worthy. But what was the thought process when they were moving back?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It was a shock because in my mind leading up to the draft, I'm like, okay, the floor I'm thinking was 28.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if we get past Dallas at 24, Tampa had a lot of interest there at 26. But when I thought they hadn't gone alignment yet, I was like, okay, they're gonna go at 26. So kind of started. I was like, okay, well, we're about ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it didn't happen. So I looked at Keon. Someone had texted me, one of the insiders. I ain't gonna say no names, but he was like, "Yo, Buffalo trading back." So Keon and I was sitting right next to each other, like we were in the recliners next to each other the whole day. And I showed him. He looked at me, and I'm like, "Ain't no way, bro." So at that point, it's a draft party. A lot of people there can't necessarily show any panic or anything. So, it's like, all right, bro, let's see how it plays out. So when they traded back to 32, I'm like, yo, what's going on? I got a call from another club. I ain't gonna say what club it is. Trying to come up to 31 to take him.
Yeah.
But that didn't work out. So my phone's going crazy. And this or they had 32. And I'll be honest with you, man. I'll take you behind the lens. Any agent will tell you that you would rather almost go top of 2 than top of round 2 than the bottom of round 1.
Yeah. That's 50 option.
50 option, which can be an impediment and another tool that teams can use to strong arm you in negotiations.
Yep.
So when they get 32, I'm like, okay, we're going to 32. Like, dang. Then they traded back again from 32 to 33. So at this point, it's kind of dawned on me like, yo, we not going first round.
Yeah.
And, I think that goes back to like the relationship. Keon and I have been through so much together. We already been through, not running the 40 time we thought we were going to run. So you had those reps. We looked at each other. We talked it through. Obviously, there's naturally going to be some frustration. If you're a competitor and you see any receiver go off the board over you, you feel like you're better than. But we're talking 5, 6, 7 receivers, and it's natural. No knock on those guys, but, anybody sees you, start to see you like, oh, yo, I didn't go first round. That's everybody's dream to go first round. But once you put it in perspective, you're like, okay, tomorrow's a new day. You had a news crew there, man. You had food there. So we had to regroup.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, that was a long night for me. We like family, we talked afterwards. Keon and I text. We always were on the same page. No matter what the outside world is, we've always been, his mom has always said, this is a group project. So it wasn't it's your fault. Nobody was pointing any fingers. We kind of knew that there was a thing. And then realistically, I always thought that worst case, and I told us 34 to the Patriots would be the absolute worst.
Yeah.
And I kind of, so that night, bro, I didn't really sleep. I'll be lying to you. I didn't sleep. Woke up the next day. I went on a walk, man, and I got on the phone. I called Buffalo. Like, we talked.
Oh, so hold on. So you made the call?
Yeah, I called him. Like, what's up? Like, what we doing? Just because I wanted to be able to manage the expectation. Like, you trading out this pick?
Yeah.
Like, let me know. At least if you're gonna trade out, like, let look out for it. But you think about who's picking there. 33 is the Bills. 34, I believe, was the Patriots. 35, I think, was the Chargers.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of we knew we were gonna go within the top 40 no matter what. But so I got on the phone. I ain't gonna say with who with Buffalo, being the receiver coach, and built the rapport. And early on that day, they made it pretty evident. They said it without saying it. Like, they started asking questions like, yo, like, where would the jet come out to get them and things like that. Yeah. So, later I learned that the Patriots were trying to come in the first round and come get them possibly. So there's a lot of things I learned later, but at the time, and so, the guy was like, don't say anything to Keon. I'm like, okay. So I woke up that day early and went to Opelousas, like to where he was at.
Mm-hmm.
So, driving out till 6 that night. I woke up that day about 11, 12 o'clock, and we were just together the whole day. And once I found out I knew where we were going, I told him, I said, hey, don't say nothing to nobody. Like, we're going to play. And we had our moment. We dapped up. We were excited. And I called my dad. I said, hey, bro, don't say nothing to nobody. I need you to go get these Buffalo Bills hats. I said, but don't bring it in no bag or nothing. So he brought it in like a brown bag, like some food. So internally, we knew we was going to Buffalo. And I kind of told his mom, I said, hey, everybody needs to be here early. It's going to be a short work day.
Yeah.
So, and man, and he was happy. It was a dream come true, man. And like I told him, it wouldn't have fit his narrative to be a first round pick. I still feel he's the best receiver in this draft. And the beautiful thing about football is time will tell. I will die on that hill. Some people say I'm crazy. There's a lot of misconceptions about Keon's game out there. He can't separate. No, you can't separate what you're hearing from bullshit.
Yeah.
He can run routes. He can line up at the X. He can play the Z. He can play the He's a complete receiver. And he's got a legitimate top 3, top 2, top 1 quarterback in the league.
That's what I was going to say, Paul, because this is a gift and a curse, right? You go first, first pick in the second round. No 5th-year option. So for an agent, you like, oh man, we about to, he about to take the league by storm. We're gonna run up a bag. But also you look at neighbors, Daniel Jones. You look at Marvin Harrison Jr. Kyler Murray has struggled. You look at some of these guys that went before him, and you like, they're going to bad situations. Keon gets to go play with a top 3, top 5 at worst quarterback in the NFL, and to a situation with a rabid fan base where they need a number 1 wide receiver moving on from Stephon Diggs. I think that this is the perfect situation for you guys, but I couldn't see it play out any better than that.
I mean, I was thinking that all along. Think about any position in football. The wide receiver is the most situation can dictate everything for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So him having like that level of quarterback, you would rather go 3rd round to an elite quarterback than go top 10 picks to a bad quarterback, because you don't put up the numbers, you don't have these opportunities. You're gonna struggle to get to that second contract and do anything.
Facts.
So
Facts.
We're super excited, man. And those people in Buffalo, man, they love their team, bro.
And I'm going to ask you about that here in a second.
They like y'all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they're for real. Real quick. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody gifting memberships. I want to say I appreciate you guys. And Joe, okay, let me answer this for you, Paul. I'm going to try and get this right. We got Tyree Phillips. We got Jeray. We got Jeffrey. We got Keon. We got Marcus Banks. 5 of them, right? 5-piece right now, right? Or is there any?
Got D. Anderson as well, too.
Okay. Boom. So 6, Joe. 6 right now.
And that number is cool. Like, I'm never tripping on the quantity. It's all about the quality for me.
Bro, because you got a starting lineup.
Keon Coleman is worth 15 by itself. So, like, we're not tripping.
Yeah. I want to ask you this, man. I've never seen, let me correct myself, an agent and a client that damn near are the same person. Like it's weird to me, bro. Like, I know you guys are from similar, areas or whatnot, down there, Louisiana boys, but bro, like, it seems like you guys have the same personality. It seems like it's just a match made in heaven. Like, you guys had the same thought process. I can only imagine during this whole process. Like, how do you and Keon, like, I don't see you guys even arguing. Like, it just seems like you guys are just like, you are like a match made in heaven. Like, how does that relationship go?
It's funny because, in some of these recent things that have gone viral, you'll see people in the comments and they say, bro, act just like his agent. Like, they the same. It's been times with me, him and his mom, we have weekly calls.
Yeah.
We get on the call. And he and I will say the same thing. And his mom has said that since the beginning. When I was recruiting, trying to sign her, she like, y'all so much alike. Y'all got this chip on y'all shoulder. Y'all smart. Y'all, you're passionate. Y'all compassionate. Yeah, but he like my little brother for real.
Yeah.
Like, he is cool, man. Like, the only thing we ever argue about, if anything, is like playing basketball. Like, who shot better. We'll argue about who was the starting quarterback on the team. We'll argue over stuff like that because we both, enjoy being right. But there's never been a real life argument because we had the same vision. We had the same vision for his career.
Yeah. Also, you got a 20-piece on him. Like, he'll be 21 this month, right? He's still young. So I know he big bro. I know he looks at you as big bro, right? And he knows that, you know, anyone that has met Paul in life knows that you're going to take care of your people. And I know that Keon trusts you, right? I know that this seeing his family sitting with you at the combine when I walked up to kick with you for a minute, I just seen the connection. Like it's really a family affair, right? Like, and seeing you guys so-called fall in the first round, was there a discussion there for a second? Like, were you looking at him like, trust me, we're going to be okay? Or was it just we're going to be all right on both sides?
Nah, it's going to be straight. Like it was no panic. And because, you know, Keon, you know, Miss Paula prayed too much for him. His grandmother, you met it, you know, you've heard of Miss Paula.
Yeah.
She done prayed for him. And you know, he's covered.
Yeah.
And you know, when you can't trust God only when things are going right. So we just, and I told Keon, we never prayed on draft position. Yeah. We prayed specifically for draft fit. So like it's okay. We lost a little money on the front end. You know, obviously you lose money. The further down you go, your signing bonus begins to diminish with each pick. Yeah. But to end up in the right situation with an elite quarterback and to fall, you know, 33 in the that's still technically like you're pretty much a first rounder.
You're a first rounder. But the cool thing though, Paul, is this. Keon has made his rounds already. Like he's already a superstar. Like I'm telling you, like even before he's played a snap, and I don't want to jump the gun here.
You got it. Go ahead.
He's went viral. I mean, the jacket thing, right? They already put a mural of him. They already replaced him with Stephon Diggs out there in Buffalo. I mean, the Robert Griffin interview, right? Like this kid is just has superstar written all over him. That money that y'all missed out on in the first round is going to make up for itself. The kid has the personality. He has the drive. I got an opportunity to watch that video of him when he was speaking to the Buffalo Bills, you know, behind the scenes or whatnot. And they were asking him how, you know, just asking specific questions. And he was just killing it. And I'm like, this kid was made for this moment. He was made for this. Like, this is what he was made for. Just like you were made to be here. It's like, it's insane to see the connection. And like I said, that money's going to make up itself. Bro, Keon is already a superstar.
He's built for it. And the thing about it, nothing he's doing is rehearsed. Yeah. Nothing is calculated. He's just being himself. And I think in a world devoid of people being their authentic selves. Yeah. He's a breath of fresh air, you know, because normally people associate a wide receiver with being, you know, a bit mercurial and love, you know. Keon is any bit but that. And the crazy part, man, about his viral moment, that wouldn't even happen without him being his. He wasn't even supposed to wear that damn jacket. That's the crazy part. So he had a blue suit. He had a blue suit, a white shirt, a presidential fit. He was gonna go into that. He was gonna go into the press conference with a suit on his presidential like blue with a little Bills lapel. So I was at another draft thing. So everybody's just texting me like, "Your boy, I look, bro got his yellow coat on because he didn't have time to go change." Yeah. So, and I think was the guy named Mookie, one of the reporters started the dialogue. And after that, man, it was just
it's Macy's, man. It's Macy's.
He'll die behind them coats, man. He do not play behind his coats. So
how is everybody taking it back home now? I seen that he was back home at the chicken spot. I love it. He went back to his roots. How is the home team taking this situation right now?
You know, it's specifically Opelousas, Louisiana. That's his hometown. That's the city that raised him. So they get first dibs on all the credit. Like that's the place where he grew up. I think it's just a level of pride, man. Everybody's super excited. It's been maybe 20 years since somebody's been drafted, since Devery Henderson. Yeah. It was like maybe 2004. So it's just an overwhelming sense of pride. And it's not just it's the older people, right? Because they got to see it and they feel like, you know, they help, you know, as a community, everybody feels a certain sense of ownership when a kid makes it. But now you got the younger generation who's coming off a state championship, Opelousas. So you got all this happening, man. It's just a perfect storm. And then, you know, his agent is from up the street. So like our area is just filled with so much pride right now. And I believe that when things like that happen, it's a trickle down effect. Definitely. You know, you got kids in school wanting to make better grades because they want to be the next Keon. You got other kids who know they're not good athletes like myself, and they're like, yo, I could be the agent. So it's like what we're doing right now, and Keon and I have talked about this at length, is bigger than us. This is for the career. Like there's on that wall up there, he says, to my dog Paul, coldest agent in the game, we gonna make history. And that was our goal. He's the highest draft pick from our area ever.
Yeah.
It's the highest draft pick I've ever had. And it just feels different, man, when it's a kid that you watch grow up. And, you know, they trusted me a lot in this process, and they let me hoop. They let me be myself. They let me make tough decisions. They let, like, his mom said something a long time ago. She said, Paul, this is a group project. Yeah. And we're going to win together. We might make some missteps, but we trust you. And, man, something about that level of trust and that level of empowerment, man, it just, like, you feel invincible.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you, man, because I want to ask you about the rookie contracts and how they're structured and how they work. But before that, I'm gonna ask, you know, did you get a call from Jeffrey Simmons? I mean, one of your big dogs. What was that moment like? Did he give you a call and congratulate you on the move? For those who don't know, you know, Jeffrey Simmons is also Paul's guy. You know, I mean, how did he feel about this, man? Was there like a
the whole group was excited. You know, from Jure, Tyree on down, everybody was super excited. You know, those guys know how hard I work. They know how much this means to me. And I think they were happy to see me, you know, kind of lead, like be a leader and show what I could do. Yeah. And show that I could properly help navigate. You know what I mean? So I just think it was this overwhelming sense, just a pride of the whole group being proud of me. And I always want to make them proud, because as an agent, you're a reflection of your players. Yeah. And you know, as I grow, you grow, we grow. You know what I mean? So, and I also know that, you know, I'd be crazy to think that, you know, my profile wouldn't have grown without Jeffrey Simmons. You know, if Jeffrey Simmons doesn't believe in me, who's to know if Keon is a lot easier for Keon Coleman to sign with me if he's seen me negotiate one of the biggest deals in history. So, you know.
Hold on, Paul. Talk your shit. What'd you just say?
No big deal, man. Just, you know, I was.
It was actually the opposite. It was a big deal.
It was a big deal. And, you know, if I don't get that done and those guys don't believe in me, I may not be in this position, you know. So I'm always humbled, and you're always thankful. Just like 2 years from now, I'll show a level of gratitude to Keon, because Keon's doing a lot of things for my career. You know, like I always tell you, Graphk, like an agent is a small piece of a puzzle. There's no such thing as a super agent. And I know you tell me that, but I always say, from Drew Rosenhaus to David Mulugeta to Tory Dandy, all they have in common is they have great players around them. Ain't none of us shit without our players. And so you're going to always stay humble. I ain't take one hit. I didn't run the 40 for Keon. I didn't go through the 26 combine interviews. I didn't go through the 12 visits. I didn't go through that. I helped them navigate. I tell you all the time, bro, an agent is a point guard. And when it's time for me to hoop, when it's time for me to, you know, make sure he gets his value maximized. Yeah. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to hit that corner three. Look. I ain't missing.
I seen that half court shot. I seen that half court shot, bro. Paul put one up from half court earlier. I seen that.
Every time. Bro, I'm the best shooter on the planet. Let's be clear. Let's be clear now.
Hey, I want to ask you this real quick, man. How does the rookie deal, like, there's so many different small details and nuances within rookie contracts. Give us kind of I don't want you to break down specific, but yes, like give us
I'll be happy to do that, bro, because, you know, sometimes people look at me and they forget that, like, yo, it's more to being an agent than taking cool pictures on the ground and stuff. Like, you have to understand the nuances of the CBA. A lot of people think, rookie deals, it ain't nothing to negotiate. That's not true, particularly in a second round contract, right? If you notice, most times second rounders take the longest to get negotiated. With a first round, most times maybe you're arguing over how the signing bonus gets dispersed, right? Okay. Is it going to be 70% up front and 30 given October 1st or November 1st? Like, maybe there's some back and forth about that. But for the most part, all rookie deals, first round picks are going to be fully guaranteed. Yeah. With a second round pick, things have changed as of recent. In the past, like last couple of years, been maybe the first 3 years of that contract is fully guaranteed. But that fourth year, it'll be little to no guaranteed on that fourth year. Okay. Now, but last year, so 2020 Two, the player picked at the top of the second round, his 4th year was 11% guaranteed.
Wow.
Fast forward to last year, Joey Porter, 70% was guaranteed. So we're talking a 60% jump.
Yeah.
So now you're going to have all the agents with guys picked at 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. We all trying to go, naturally, everybody trying to get that 4th year fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like you have to keep moving the game forward. And I granted, yes, your duty is to your client, but you never know what you're going to have a client next year in a similar spot.
Yeah.
So everybody has a duty. So let's say the Patriots second round pick gets 85% guaranteed, but I don't do my deal. Like everybody has to work together and make sure that we move this forward to where all these second round contracts are fully guaranteed and the third round guys become maybe 60% guaranteed. We got to keep moving the game forward. So in my situation, being at the top of that round too, it's like playing blackjack. You on third base. You kind of like, so there is some nuance. Signing bonus, you have to as an agent, you go into what's called, you can see every contract, right? On the NFLPA.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, okay, this is what this team did at slot 33 last year. This is how this player's contract was. It's all kind of based on the laws, based on precedent. So you got to be able to make your argument. So there's still some back and forth, and that's some negotiation. And for me, you never want to be that guy, but you change after your first big deal, bro. You ain't scared to fight.
Oh yeah,
over little stuff because agents have to set that tone. No agent wants to be the guy. No agent wants to be that guy holding out in the media.
Yeah,
in the media talking about you and whatnot. But sometimes, you work for the client, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Let me ask you this. So not only do you go out and go out there and look for talent, right, as an agent, but also do you look at these GMs like Brandon Beane, the Buffalo Bills GM? Do you, as an agent, look at the past, the history of how he's, how he's conducted deals and all that other stuff? Like, how does that work when you look at Buffalo? The first thing, do you think, okay, I need to look and see how how he's handled his past and how he works with his clients?
Absolutely, it's game film. With the Jeffrey Simmons deal, Rand didn't have no film, no tendencies. Yep. Now he has film. You see, Rand loves his roster bonuses. He got tendencies now. You got game film. So with Rand, all you can do is kind of go off of how they operated in San Francisco and places where he was at.
Yeah.
With Beane, obviously you're gonna do your homework on him just like he's doing my homework on him, bro. That's the beauty of this job, man. Like, it's a chess match. It can be diplomatic. It don't never have to get disrespectful. Yeah. But as an agent, it's kind of like a cornerback on that island. They're gonna test you early. They're gonna hit you with a little double move, see if you're gonna bite on it or whatever. But I have the utmost respect for everybody in that organization, from Beane down to the cap guy, who I've actually had an opportunity to talk to T. Gray, who's within personnel. So, everything. It's the business side of football, but what you have to do is, hopefully we get past that business and keep it pushing.
I love what Beane said too. He said, I love that Keon's 40 didn't go the way that everybody thought it was going to go. Yeah, so, that was his opportunity to strike, when the iron was hot or whatnot, and we all know that Keon, look, the game speed is different. Look, we know, we watch the tape, especially, it's funny, East Coast Gridiron, he's actually coming. He's a Florida State guy. He breaks down film all day, every day. Big Keon guy. So salute the East Coast Gridiron. But we watch the tape. The game speed is totally different.
Man, listen, I'm going to say it right here. Y'all can screen record it, whatever. This is the best wide receiver in this draft. And I'm going to tell you that right now. We can get caught up in the numbers. A lot of that was a circumstance of the limited route tree he had to. He can run every route. He has an elite skill. He can go on your head and get the ball. He's the best receiver in this class. And I want to come back and revisit at the end of this rookie year.
We will.
And Buffalo, they know they found $100 in the parking lot. They know. They know.
How does he feel now? Because these are big, some big shoes to fill, brother. With Stephon Diggs, all pro talent, leaving, going to Houston, and now Keon being drafted, he's essentially the number one wide receiver there. I mean, how does he feel right now going in, knowing that you have to you got to take that man's spot. You know what I mean? And there's some big shoes to fill. Paul, how are you guys keeping Keon, or is he already just self-motivated and just ready to go?
I mean, Keon's birthday was May 17, 2003. He was born the way he is. Like him going to Buffalo, I don't think he's really looked at it like I have to replicate what Diggs did. He's not feeling that level of pressure because he's so secure in who he is.
I love it.
And, you got, Curtis Samuels. There's some other good receivers around there, man. And there's a lot of guys who are hungry. There's a lot of guys who feel like they have something to prove. So he doesn't go in there day one as the number one receiver. He knows he got to go out there and earn that, man. And he will. Yeah. And there's no added pressure. I think, obviously, Buffalo's a team that could have won a Super Bowl, and they're going to be a threat to win a Super Bowl. So I think he's happy to go out there and play meaningful football and have an opportunity to be dependent on. It's not a situation where he's a rookie coming in as like a number 4 receiver and this other guy. Like, nah, he may immediately very early on be going against the number 1 corner. And for a guy who wants a yellow jacket,
I love it.
That's what he wants. He's going to be 21 years old his entire rookie year. Yeah. He's going to grow up a lot. He's going to get better. And by the time we get to year 3 or 4, we're going to be in their conversation.
Paul, I see, you got some new drip, man. I see that chain, right? I see that T-shirt, man.
Hold on. Raiders Rubber said, yeah, I got time today. You said best wide receiver in the draft. Come on, man. I said it. I'm going to stand on it. Same way you said what you had to say. I'm telling you how I feel. It's my opinion.
Let's go.
Yes. He's the best he will be the best wide receiver in this draft. Take it to the bank.
Let's go.
That's what I said.
I
seen your comment. I didn't have to say that.
No, you good. You good.
All due respect to Raiders Rebel, but I said what I said.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. But I see the new drip. I see you got a little new shine, right? I see the shirt. Don't ever doubt the agent, right? I see the guilty hat, right?
See what I just said.
Hey, I'm mentioning all this because, I hate the way the world operates sometimes. You're on TV, they show, Keon and you hugging and all that good stuff. And then these comments that don't look like an agent, like he doesn't dress like an agent. You know what I mean? Like why is this guy representing Keon Coleman, and so on and so. I even seen some goofy comment on, what was it, KATC? I forgot, somewhere like that.
Seen it, man.
Where a guy said Keon fell out of the first round because his agent dressed the way he dressed. I said, are you kidding me? Like this is the way the world operates, Paul. Like it's absolutely insane. How do you respond to shit like that, bro? Because bro, like I think Keon loves you because you are who you are. And at the end of the day, man, like we live in a world now where general managers got tattoos and they sleeved up all over the place. How do you respond to your critics when they say stupid shit like that?
In law school, I learned a thing, man. There's a Latin phrase. It says res ipsa loquitur. That means the thing speaks for itself. So I'm sitting here, bro. I'm not about to wear a suit. It's 90 degrees outside in Southwest Louisiana. People out there riding 4-wheelers. Bro, I'm not about to do that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, that's just people who have something to say. Like for so long, people have this image of an agent being somebody in a suit. 8% of the agents in the NFL are black. So what he's really saying, what I was saying is like, yo, why he got the homeboy being the agent? And it's just like, people are entitled to their opinion, bro. I had on earrings when I graduated law school, magna cum laude. I had on earrings when I worked at a top 5 law firm in the world. I had a hoodie on when I went to Tennessee and put the $100 million deal to bed. So that's people's opinion. They entitled to that. They in the comments. They like in the comments. I'm tagged in the picture. So it's all good. I'm gonna keep being myself. I'm gonna keep being elite at what I do. And I ain't gotta conform to nobody. This business gotta conform to me.
I love it, man. Talk that shit. So you had a busy weekend. You in Louisiana. You rocking with Keon, who's going to be a stud. And like I said before, he has superstar written all over him. Then you have another client that you're sitting there waiting for some phone. And mind you, I know there's phone calls left and right. It's the draft process, right? Yep. You got to go from Louisiana to Houston. You got to drive out there to go get with Marcus Banks, Mississippi State. A DB/safety, a guy that can play all over the place.
Sure.
What was that process like, leaving Keon after he was drafted and heading over to Houston and getting down with your guy Marcus during this process?
Yeah, man. It's like all through day 2 of the draft. Like soon as it was over, Marcus was hitting me up after the first round was over. Like, man, Keon got to go. It's time. This and that. So
yeah,
me and Marcus were in contact the whole time, and hung out about 10 o'clock that night. And I knew I had to wake up and drive, man. I was exhausted, bro.
Yeah.
Woke up, got to Houston, man. I'm talking about on my way to Houston, 7, 8 teams calling. Because you see, when you're dealing with a guy that may be drafted late, we knew like maybe 5 at best, 7 to priority free agency. And it's kind of like when you get to mid-7, you kind of hope you go undrafted because there's not that much of a disparity in the money.
Yeah.
And you can choose your situation. So I had like 18 calls between the 4th round and the 6th round. And what's happening is, bro, they trying to rush you.
Yeah.
Hey, I need you to commit right now. I'm like, bro, I'm a veteran agent. And you ain't about to rush me. I'm cool on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm straight. You gonna pass on me? I know I got one of the best DBs on day 3 of the draft. So it's just a lot of politicking. You guys, I'll be honest, the Raiders came with it, bro. Raiders had a whole PowerPoint presentation. And it was great.
Yeah.
It was.
Look, but when you hit me, I was like in awe.
I'm like, they had his picture in a power. I'm like,
yeah,
they almost had me.
Yeah.
But see, when you're dealing with undrafted free agency, man, it's about fit. It's about scheme. It's about who's going to believe in you. And and I tell you what, so when we got calls, bro. I mean, we had 18, 19, 20 offers on the table.
Yeah.
And they'll hit you with, we're going to give you this much guaranteed. In my mind, I'm like, bro, I don't care what you're talking about guaranteed money because you're just offsetting that you believe they're going to make the practice squad. All that is practice squad money.
Yeah.
So ultimately, we decided on Tampa, and it's frantic, bro. I'm talking this.
Yeah.
So what me and Marcus did, we got it down to about 3 or 4 teams. And I just allowed him to talk. I said, talk through it, bro. I can't make this decision for you.
Yeah.
I said, but let me help you, right? So, hold on. So I'm just like, yo, what do you want to do? And the more he talked, I knew it should have been Tampa, but I had to let it's like with your kids, bro. You gotta let your kids.
Yeah. You gotta figure it out.
Because look, the last thing is I want you to be like, Paul sent me here, and I said, okay, let's talk about this roster.
Yeah.
When we checked out all the boxes with Tampa starting nickel last year was an undrafted guy.
Yep.
Todd Bowles is a DB.
Yep.
Somebody from Alabama that was with Marcus when he was at Bama is there. So he has people in that building. When you get into undrafted free agency, bro, you just want to give your guy the best chance to make a roster.
Yeah.
And sure, it was, I ain't gonna lie, you go through the highs, bro, of just having your highest draft pick ever to like the slight disappointment of going undrafted, but you gotta like lock in. So it ain't no resting on your laurels. It ain't no time. And ultimately, Banks ended up in a great situation, man.
No, I definitely believe so. Yeah.
And his versatility and his ability to play special teams, so it's all good, man.
You know what's funny, man? And I'm not going to speak too much about what we talked about behind the scenes. Paul is a great agent. He literally was asking a million questions about everything and looking and doing his own homework on all these teams. Like, I mean, we had an exchange about the Raiders.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you were like, what do you think? And I'm like, I think he'd have a great chance to make this roster because we're still trying to fill out these corner positions outside of Jack Jones. And I kept telling you for my selfish reasons, I would love for you to have, a Raider on the team.
It's coming, bro. It's coming.
But when you mentioned Tampa, I'm gonna be real with you. And we started kind of texting back and forth about it. I was like, damn, that's a perfect fit. It's a perfect fit, man. And I think right now, with like you said, a guy like Bowles and, then the players he has, that front, bro, he has great defensive players, especially on the D line. Like that's going to make his life that much easier. I definitely think he went to the right situation. Tampa, another place with no state tax. As a UDFA, you want to be able to get all your bread. That was a great move on your guys' part, man. I think that Marcus Banks is going to.
He had a high signing bonus in compare. Getting in them 20s on a signing bonus. That's impressive in today's climate.
Yeah, no, definitely. Has he already made the move out there? What's going on?
He got in. He got out there today. He's there. He locked in. Is installed. Marcus is so smart. He probably already know the playbook. Keon got to Buffalo today as well. But Keon and I actually have to leave to go to LA on Wednesday for the rookie premiere. Yeah, it's like all these events. Yeah, signing your trade cards. First time you get to put your jersey on. It's gonna be cool. So I'm flying out to LA Wednesday. We're leaving Wednesday, flying to Buffalo on Sunday together. And I'm gonna stay in Buffalo for a couple of days, have a few meetings with some marketing folks and helping get him situated. Just, sometimes seeing that familiar face, man, you just need it. Keon a little bit younger than Marcus. He need me a little bit more than Marcus does, I think.
Has any of the veterans, have you spoken to Dallas native Von Miller? Have you guys spoke to Josh Allen? Have you guys spoken to any of those guys out there? Has he been able to kind of lean on any of the veterans? I know it's early in the process.
Yeah, he's spoken with he and Josh have spoken. They got some things in the works. But I think mostly they're gonna see each other this week. The guys are still out there. Andre Reed reached out.
Ooh.
The legend. So Keon actually sent him a text. I got his number, and I said, Keon, shoot Andre Reed a text, man. Just showing the OG respect.
Yeah.
Andre Reed hit him back, and we've been talking to him. We actually supposed to link up with him in LA this week.
One of the greatest, actually the greatest Buffalo Bills wide receiver of all time. I watched those teams, the Don Beebes of the world and the Thurman Thomas. They had one of them.
Run and shoot, baby.
Oh yeah, oof, nasty work. What's next, Paul, for you and your team? I still got a few more questions, but I just want to ask you, like, with the season already, it seems like football just ended and it's right back. You know what I mean? Like, what's next for you and your team? And what's going on with Tyree as well? I mean, what's the update on our guy? I love Tyree. I love the energy.
Tyree getting healthy. Tackles are a premium in this league. He'll be on the team. He'll be playing football soon.
I love it.
He's getting healthy. He should be ready before camp.
Okay.
Jure, same with Jure. Jure is getting healthy, getting back right. Got some workouts lined up for him. You can't rush these things. You got to take your time and get your best foot forward. You don't want to go into a workout and look bad.
Yeah.
So that time is coming. As far as Keon, we're just going through. Everybody want to talk right now, so it's just filtering through what's meaningful. He needs to lock in on football right now. We can't be on tour doing everything. Buffalo is a football time. You can't put the cart too much before the horse. So he's kind of locked in on his playbook. He realizes that it ain't nothing to market if he don't go produce.
Yeah.
So just like everybody love him right now, if he doesn't go out there and perform at an optimal level, none of this matters. And we're a one-hit wonder like Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, but salute to Rick. He has a question for you. How do you see the new NCAA transfer/NIL rules changing how football players enter the draft? By the way, I work in collegiate athletics administration. Salute to Rick.
You saw it this year. More people went back to school than before. I was talking to teams trying to trade out of the 6th or 7th rounds because they felt like, we'd rather just not use a draft pick because this year's draft pool was as thin as I think it's ever been. So you're gonna have a lot of those fringe guys, maybe those 4th, 5th round guys who normally come out. They look at the money and they're like, I get more money guaranteed to go back to school than I would. So I think that'll continue to be the case. I think the later rounds of the draft are going to be a little thinner as long as this is happening.
Bro, you guys got, and what I mean by you guys, the Buffalo Bills, my favorite running back in this draft. You got Ray Davis. I don't think you realize, man, like Ray and James Cook together, that run game is going to be so absolutely insane that it's going to open up the offense for Keon Coleman. Has he spoken to any other rookie class? Have you guys got an opportunity to talk to any of these other guys? Ray Davis, man, out of Kentucky. His only knock was he was a little older. He's like 24.
He talked to Bishop.
Bishop.
To the D lineman from Duke while they were up there. So, and I'm sure Keon personality, he probably didn't talk to everybody today.
Yeah.
They all done met up. So he's going to be one of those guys that's going to be a leader very early on, life of the party type. Best friends with the defense, best friends with the kicker. He's that type of guy. So he's gonna have that occasion to kind of link up with those guys as it goes on. Same with Marcus.
I like it, man. I like it. What's next for Paul, man? Let us know. Like, what do you got in the works right now outside of, just all the chaotic stuff that comes along after the draft process? What are you working on right now? Is it just crazy? Just Keon, Marcus, getting Tyree together, getting Jure together, getting him healthy? Like what's on the horizon for you?
Oh man, I take a couple of steps back. One of the first things I like to do is do self-inventory, realize what I could have done to be better. Yeah. How could I have been better this draft cycle? What did I learn? How can I grow? Utilizing the resources that I accrued through this process, right? I done met a whole lot of GMs, whole lot of high-level guys. So my Rolodex has grown. So now I need to make sure I'm maximizing that and getting ready for the 25 draft cycle.
There go Mama.
You started at my auntie.
Your auntie. Yeah. I forgot Miles is in the background.
Probably, yeah. You start to you just evaluate yourself. Where you could have gotten better. Think about next year's draft class. How many guys you want to go after? got some guys I really like a lot, and I feel like I got a good chance at understanding what's next for me in this business. You know, you have a little success, and you do things as an independent agent. The bigger agencies in the world start calling you. Yeah. So it'd be a disservice to myself to not listen. And not saying I'm gonna ever make that move, but you know, I'm of the opinion that you always want to learn. You know, if one of the big three calls me, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna take a meeting, but just know it's gonna take an astronomical bag for me to move off of what I'm doing right now. And we'll see, man. I'm very intentional. Like I told you always, I don't do nothing without praying. And God has given me ability to take my time, take a few steps back, have peace, be still, and he ain't gonna leave me wrong. There's no wrong decision because I feel like wherever I go is a super agency.
There you go. I love it.
Like it is what it is.
Is there any specific players out there right now, like especially UDFAs that may not have caught on? How do you go about the process of? Are you looking for other clients at the moment? I know you got a nice team right now, but like, is there any other UDFAs that maybe have no representation that you maybe be looking at?
I'll put it like this: 98% of the guys who can play, they got an agent.
Okay.
It's very, very, very seldom it's something to slip through the crack. I'm not actively looking for any new clients. People have been reaching out, but like I've told you, Judge, like it's about a fit for me. I'm not just out there trying to sign everybody. Like I'm not for everybody, and everybody isn't for me. So I'm just gonna take my time, bro. Like
I gotta disagree with you, Paul. I think you are for everybody. I don't think that everybody's for you. Because I know you can adapt to everything, right? Like like you can do that, but you do have a certain energy around you with your team, and all of them, they have their personalities. They're all like Tyree's a funny dude. I had the opportunity to meet him the first day I met you, and he's a cool dude. I see the way that you communicate sometimes with Dre online. It's actually hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a certain team and you have a certain dynamic. And I know you wouldn't want to stray away from that. Early on in your career, you had a few different situations that may not have worked. I'll say one specific one. You know what I mean? But and look at, I only want to go there. I don't want to disrespect.
We straight on that.
Yes, respect. You know what I mean? But he's a Charger now. So, but it's funny. I always catch myself being like, people in the chat, we should pick him up. Nah, I'm cool.
Nah, man, bro gonna do well this year.
Nah, but you have a certain dynamic around you, man, and I really truly believe that energy is everything. And like I've never seen you around any negative people, man. Like you keep your family close to you. You keep your clients. I'm gonna put clients like this because they're more than clients. They're family to you. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't want to see you. Like I said, you're for everybody, but not everybody's for you in a sense, because I wouldn't want to see anybody try and penetrate that force field that ain't for you. Because, it seems like all your clients, they all have that same family-oriented mindset, and they trust you to go out there and do what's best for them and their families. And, in today's world, that's tough to find. It's tough to find one real person, bro. It seems like you found 6. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about just your clients, not even your family and your support system. You know what I mean? So that's a blessing, brother. Like real talk, man. You got to count your blessings, man. You've done the work. Like I said, I've seen you in church every Sunday. I've been there a few times with you, and I know you lean heavily on your faith. And man, I want to say, man, I'm so proud of you, bro. And I see it, man. Like when Keon got drafted, it felt like, and I don't even know Keon. It felt like, bro, I swear it felt like we won. Like I was like, oh, we won, man. Like I was just so happy for you, man. Like me and Wasted, bro, both just definitely really, really happy for you, man. And I just hope and pray, man, that everything works out with Keon in Buffalo, which I know it will. And I think that Marcus is gonna make some noise, man. It's gonna make every year UDFAs do it, Paul. We see it year in and year out. Guys come into the league, take the league by storm. You just said it right now. There's a guy in Tampa that was a UDFA that's out there starting. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens. It happens. So, I just want to say, man, I'm excited. Has Marcus talked to any of those guys out there yet, or is he still just trying to figure out the Tampa situation with Baker Mayfield out there and, some of those guys? Has he spoken to anybody, or has it just been kind of quiet on that front and him just going out there and just learning everything?
He's talked to a few guys in the room, but, he's been mostly just locked in on his playbook. Like he'll get to all that. Like Marcus he locked in right now. He's learning multiple positions. He's having to learn free safety. He's learning nickel. He's learning multiple positions. So he's just ready to roll. But I don't lose no sleep over Banks, man. He gonna always do what he got to do.
Salute to Spivey, man. Appreciate you, brother, as always. Salute to East Coast Gridiron. He has a question for you. Paul, with agent tampering on pro hopefuls at an all-time high, how do you stay safe from that, and how hectic is your travel schedule? That's a great question.
First part of the question, man, is like, I'm by the book. Like, I value my license and what I've worked on, and also being a lawyer, I know what, I've never had an ethical infraction in over a decade of being an attorney. So I just move the same. Like, if I'm trying to recruit kids in a certain place, I register in that state. Like Florida, you got to do all kind of dumb shit. Fingerprints, all this. Every state, you pay those fees. Do what you got to do so they can't pop you. And I feel like I don't work too hard to get to this point to throw it away because I'm trying to give $1,000 to a kid or anything like that. If I got to buy you, you ain't for me. Yeah. And that's the way I look at it. So everything by the book. Registering at the schools you have to register. And for me, man, I'm big on talking to a parent before I talk to a kid. Yeah. Because I wouldn't want nobody trying to, to me, if you're trying to hide from a parent, especially a kid whose parents are involved in the process, you got something to hide. You're trying to finesse the kid. I like to come, here's open hand. Here's who I am. This is what I'm about. I ain't running from nothing. So I want all that smoke. I want to go ask me every hard question. How many clients have I lost? What are mistakes I made? I'm gonna be an open book. So that's the thing. I don't play like that, bro. I care too much about my name. Yeah. I'm named after my dad. If I get in trouble for something, my daddy name out there looking crazy. Yeah. My daughter's out there looking crazy. So I'm not gonna play about that. As far as my travel schedule, it's crazy. Because you go into games, you got pro games you're going to, you got college games you're trying to catch too. Yeah. And for me, like this summer, I'm doing a lot of traveling with Keon. I'll be up to Tampa a good bit, traveling with Tyree, getting him straight. I got my own speaking engagements. I'm at the Black Business Sports Symposium, big stage for me in April. I'm speaking at a Texas bar thing. Keon and I are going to Nike, to Oregon to the facilities. It's a lot of travel, but it's good travel. I remember when I was working at a law firm, billing all them hours, the travel felt laborious. Man, I got to go to California for a deposition. It's not like I got to, and this is like I get to, man. It's a privilege. And all this shit I'm doing right now is stuff I prayed for, bro. So I can't be mad when 19 reps are calling me asking about Keon. I can't ever get frustrated because this is what you asked for. Yeah. You can't go buy an umbrella and get pissed when it rains on you.
That's true. Salute to East Coast Gridiron, man. You guys want me? You got a few more minutes, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up? I'm here, bro. I'm here for you.
Get a few questions in, you guys, in the comments.
I'm here for you.
You already know, man.
I like in the comments when they say talk that shit. Like I really felt like if I had the personality, like I would be the Raiders fans' favorite agent because I act like that. I be with all that. Like I'm with all that. I cuss a fan out. Like, it's cool.
Talk that shit. That's what we do over here. Salute to Jerome, man. I love this. Graphk, I'm from Buffalo. If there's anything I can help with you guys, anyone else, feel free to hit me up.
I gotta ask Jerome something. They say Jerome in the house. Bro, I'm going out there. I got a couple of meetings with some car dealerships and whatnot. I've been here like, bro, what wings? Everybody talking about these wings, bro, and I hope they not lying. Because, like everybody, bro, I like a wing. Like, I want to wait 210 after Keon's rookie year, all right? Yeah. So, Jerome, what's the wings we got to make happen? Hold on. One day say Raiders going to beat the Bills in the playoff. All right.
Hey, that would be the week. That'd be the week we battling it out right there.
Man, we're going to 9 catches, 138 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Ain't no count on 900 yards in the air. Devontae, 10 touchdowns. Whoop, let's go. Nah.
All right, and then you cut the American game off.
Now, hey, those wings are fire out there, though. You got to go to specific places. Like I told you, my brother lived out there for like 10 plus years. Like a suburb of it's called Jamestown, New York. So I'm
pulling up. I'm getting me a Keon Coleman puffer coat. You feel me? The Keon Coleman puffer coat in yellow, and I'm out there.
Hey, you see,
I'm really excited, bro, because this gives me opportunity to go to a new city. You know, because I get to spend time in. I mean, I know y'all like who wants to spend time in Buffalo. if it's for a good cause, man, Keon could be playing for the Antarctica Penguins, and guess what? I'm out there. Yeah.
I love it. Salute to Hug as well. One of the mob fathers in the building. Torque says, Paul, do you do any work with LSU being in Louisiana? I'm not sure how they do with the NIL stuff.
There's ties there. I'll be heard from the LSU.
Okay.
I can't speak on it too much. I'll be heard this time next year. I'll be heard from the LSU.
Okay. I like that. And Dre played at LSU.
Like Dre. You know, man, the NIL, bro, it's tough to navigate through. Like, NIL is getting like a lot of people, in my opinion, who shouldn't be in the business that are getting access to these athletes. A lot of these NIL agents, they don't know what they're doing. They're just using this to get a first dibs at a kid and just funnel them to an agent and stuff. So we got work to do in the NIL stuff. I hope these parents are filtering out. Like, some of these kids signing 360 deals at NIL, ain't reading the fine print. They owe a $50,000 advance of the first money. Be careful with the NIL, man. Everything that glitter ain't gold. And at the end of the day, NIL ain't NFL. Yeah, NIL could turn into the night invited league if you get so caught up. Like, it pisses me off when you got kids that's back into the roster talking about NIL money. Like, bro, what are you talking about, dog? Like, when the last time you saw a third string cornerback get a deal?
Yeah. No, real quick, my bad. I think Tiff just hit me up.
What up, Tiff? Hey, man, wife hit you up. Look, hey.
Oh, she wanted me to tell you also that she's very proud of you as well. With the whole draft stuff and all that good stuff. There was another.
Thank you, Tiff.
Babe, Paul said, "Hey,
Paul.
What's up?"
There was another question I wanted to ask you though. Like, so when we first started doing this pod, right? We had the winner circle with me, you and Wasted. I remember you saying that there was like a certain feeling that you had about like mainstream reporters. Remember how like they would get at you and try to kind of weasel their way into. Has your thought process changed since the last time we talked about that? Because now you're more deeper into just this whole NFL world with multiple clients. Like, how do you still, like the Ian Rappaports of the world and all these big guys? Is it do you maneuver a little bit? Do you navigate a little differently than you used to?
Same approach.
Same approach.
I take. They got a job to do.
Yeah.
And I respect that. I never demean or diminish what somebody does to make a living.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm inherently, I remember all them nights I couldn't get none of them people on the phone.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, the origin of my villain story is one of being ignored and overlooked.
Yeah.
So when I get hit from one of those guys hit me up, I'm like, okay, what's up? Like, I used to feel like I had to respond promptly, or like, man, can't nobody make or break me in this business. Like you could, like, it don't matter. Like, if I don't have the blue bloods in my corner, I'm a dog, bro. Like, I'm cool on that. As long as I got the love and respect of my clients and God with me, can't nobody make or break me, bro.
Bro, you were always confident. You were always confident.
Cool on it, dog.
No, but bro, the energy is different now, Paul. Like,
it's different, bro. What happened, dog? You think it's the chain?
No, it's probably it's got to be the chain. It's got to be a chain. No, because
think about it, bro.
What we've been telling you.
Let me ask you this though, Josh.
Go ahead.
If you on a plane, and the first time you ever on a plane, and you could always tell the people who have flown for the first time, because hey, Tip, you know how you can tell the people on the plane the first time with the turbulence. They looking around like, oh shit. And been through it. They just like, they checking their phone, they listen to the music, they're not fazed by it.
Yeah.
I've seen the lowest of this business. I've seen rock bottom. I done watched the draft and cried tears when a kid from my hometown didn't ask me to be their agent, So I don't fear anything, bro, because I've already seen the lowest of it. So now I'm going to lean on myself. I'm going to lean on the people that believe in me and like, okay, so if I'd rather let you break the story than one of the big three. It ain't no big three. It's just big me, dog. Like, it's like, so you say the confidence changed. It's not arrogance, bro. It's just.
Oh, no. Far from it. But what we've been trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And you knew this, but it just sometimes it has to, everything comes, with the perfect timing, right? Like, we've been expecting this, Paul. because we knew this Paul was in you the whole time.
Yeah.
Like we kept saying, Paul, you that dude, you that dude. There's a reason I put star NFL agent every time we do a live. You know why? Because I truly believe that. I know who you are. And now you carrying yourself like a star NFL agent. And I love that shit, bro.
Because it's like, you know, imposter syndrome is real, bro. Not to turn it to a therapy session, but you can talk your shit and not really believe it, right? It's like, I'm good enough. I'm good enough. But once you do it, you know, you negotiate a high contract, you learn from your mistakes. Yeah. Now, you know, you go through the ringer of recruiting a first round talent and going up against every agency in the world. They done throwing everything they could at you. They done scream, oh, but he's only did one deal, or oh, the only reason this, or everything was handed. And you hear that noise, you go on the road on a game 7 and you go get a win. You go, of course, gonna be different the next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to lean on anybody else. Like, I don't have to just be like, oh, I'm Jeffrey Simmons' agent. Oh, I'm Keon. I'm confident in who I am, bro. Yeah. Like, I put in the work. And now I know who I am, dog. Like, it's cool.
It's like, bro, like, I think the growth.
Hold on, John. Sarah H says she back. She had to finish up dinner. What's down with it, Sarah? Welcome back. What you had to eat, though, Sarah? Tell us.
Salute to Sarah. I think that the Keon Coleman relationship, I think you both unlock something within each other.
I do. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you see it. It oozes out of both of you guys, because even before, when he was at Florida State, I've seen, once you said you had Keon, I went back and looked at some interviews and I checked some things. The personality was always there, but it wasn't what it is now. I think that the comfortability of you guys, it unlocks something, bro. I just, you and Keon, man, like I said, you're the same. It's like you're the same person, man. Like it's beautiful, bro.
Like, you know, I text Keon all the time.
Yeah, man.
Priorities. That's what I tell him. And he pushes me too. He like, you gonna be better than them. Like he pushes me. Like when he, you know, he'll hear other guys talking about their agents and this and that. He always said, my agent that, like, he always like, he don't never make me feel like he did me a favor by signing with me. Yeah, he makes me feel like I signed with you because you the chosen one, and we're gonna make history with where we from. And we not gonna be the next Rich and LeBron. We gonna be what he always say, I'm the only Ty Crane. Like like we not trying to be LeBron and Rich Paul.
I love it.
To be nobody else. Like, we locked in. And you know, for those agencies that, you know, they feel like, oh, we just gonna wait 3 years, and Keon, we locked in, bro. You go waste your time trying to go get a second contract for somebody else. We straight. All these marketing people hitting us up, all these PR, Keon is of the opinion Paul got it. And guess what? I do. We got it.
I love it. Hey, Jerome says Just Pizza. It's called Just Pizza for pies. And Santorini also has bomb pizza. They have great wings also. Just Pizza and Santorini.
I'm with it.
And real quick, East Coast Gridiron says, Paul, as a guy that's trying to grow my media group, scouting players and breaking down a ton of film for my audience and being part of the media, I want to say thanks for inspiring us small guys grinding. Salute.
Now, hey, bro, you know, I feel like in a lot of ways, a lot of agents have come up to me, like, who on their own, and they dapping me up, and they like, we happy to see you get that dub, because, you know, it's like, I'm still one of, you know, like, I'm elevating, but like, I'm still that underground rapper, you know, like, I paid my dues in this business. I didn't cheat the process. I ain't go join a big agency and ride nobody else's coattail. Or like, nah. So I hope that I am inspiring other people. And I want to continue to be a leader of the next group of agents who hit me up. And I'm like, yo, this is what I think you should do. I want to be that guy that, like, my legacy is who I help.
Yeah.
No, I ain't have a lot of it. There's a few people in this business who have helped me, though.
I love that you brought up, you know, like the underground rappers still working your way. I got to ask you before we get out of here, man, Kendrick or Drake, man?
I mean, you know, I got to read the room. So obviously this is a West Coast.
No, we all over the place. East Coast, South.
I can't, who I think, like, who's my favorite rapper or who winning?
No, I'm just saying who won this whole debacle?
I think if you basing it as of today, I want to say this because today, May 9th, Kendrick up.
Okay.
Kendrick up. But it's been, the pendulum been swinging. It's like one of them games where it's like, yo, it's back and forth. It ain't
go either way.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie to you. That last one, bro, it make me want to crip walk, and I'm not a crip. Like, yo, bro, They not like us. My goodness.
And he was genius. He beat Drake.
Got one, dog.
He beat Drake at his own game. He said, I'm gonna make a party record and I'm gonna have everybody dancing to it.
Yo. Bro, and then you got Metro booming with the BBL Drizzy beat. Hey, did you see like BBL Drizzy, somebody playing the guitar? Another person was that BBL Drizzy beat make me want to diss people that I like.
And the winner of whoever has the best record gets like 2 beats from a Metro Boomin. They just jumping Drake at this point, bro.
That song go crazy though.
It do slap. Salute,
man.
Salute to Spivey, man. You have a Raider mentality, man. Love you, bro. Appreciate
that's
it.
That's why I get along with y'all. I just got to just keep growing, man. They say a Raider mentality. It's just funny that you told me, Josh, that you like your confidence growing. Like a lot of people are telling me that, but I'm not the same agent I was the first time I came on your show, and I'm not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like I want the title. I want the belt, cuz like why you in this business just to be a guy? Like you don't want to just be a guy doing a pod. You want to be not an agent Paul. You want to be the agent Paul. I was very intentional. It don't say an agent Paul. It doesn't say some agent Paul. All them articles in the world, I chose the.
I love it. I love it. Real quick, man. Salute to my guy Leon out there in Compton.
Cuz it's all good.
My boy Leon out there in Compton. I know he got
$5 to ask this question.
He got more. Yeah, there you go. Would Lee
Leon Jr.
With Lee being an agent for a front office position, I know it can mean more money, but sometimes money doesn't equate to happiness. Just curious. You kind of touched on that a minute ago.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think a front office position is for me. I'm cool on where I'm at.
Oh, he said front office. Oh, I'm tripping.
I honestly, I'm cool. I enjoy learning. Like the more interaction you learn on how front office works, but I'm cool on that. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I probably got another 15 years of this agency stuff. I'm gonna go teach a class somewhere, retire, play with my grandbabies and kids, but I'm straight.
How's the family feeling right now, man, with all the success that's surrounding you and Keon and Marcus and your whole team? How's the family, man? How's the whole time?
I had one of the more emotional days of my agent career. My mom and my dad, man, just to know you made your parents proud, no matter what that is. Yeah. Like if it had been, my parents would have been proud of me irrespective of what path I took in life. Whether I was the agent Paul, barely an agent Paul, they've always been proud of me and they've always supported me. So to see them be present for probably my biggest moment to date, and there's a picture of me like with my head on my shoulder, just hugging my mom. Yeah. That was just like that picture worth more than 1,000 words, man. So to make people you proud to make people that you love proud of you, man, it was no better feeling. It was no better feeling.
I'm gonna ask you one more question before we get out of here, and this may be kind of a tedious, long kind of question, but
I bet I'm here for you though.
I want to ask you. So with Keon, his deal, his contract to be finished here soon. Like you were saying, the second round is kind of take a little time, right? Jeffrey just got his extension, not too long ago. Tyree's a free agent. A few guys. Like how do agents, like let's just say all you guys had deals right now. Like how does that, like what do you do outside of that as being an agent, right? You lock down deals for sure, but like what is the other stuff outside of just the contract that you're doing from a day-to-day, from day to day as an agent? Like what does that entail?
I mean, agent, as I have this guilty hat on, this hat fire too, suede, by the way.
Cold. That's
cold. The agent's gonna wear a lot of different hats. Like what I do for Jure is a little different in that I'm evaluating the daily transactions to see receivers to come up with charts like here are our top 10 fits, teams that have been in contact. I'm constantly updating with Jure, checking in how his rehab is doing, pulling up on him at the facility. I'm doing a lot of different things. So with Tyree, is vetting through tackles and talking to O-line coaches and this and that. It looks different. In Jeffrey's situation, is different, right? Because you kind of thinking 2 years down the road, evaluating, okay, such and such just got 4 for 112.
Yeah.
Checking in, man, being a friend.
Yeah.
Let's go grab lunch. Let's talk. How are you? You'll never know the player if you don't know the person, man. So there's no off season in agency.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna always be there for your guys. So like for me, I'm there. I'm looking through deals. You know, like there's off-season opportunities. Like so, you always ready for it. Like Keon right now, he's a skill position guy.
Yeah,
a big person. That the endorsements are through the roof, but every deal ain't the right deal. You
they have to make sense.
You don't want to do too much to where you saturate it.
Yeah,
you know, you want to pick and choose your spots. A couple of memorabilia deals here. Okay, what's the price point on helmets, on mini helmets, on that. Learning, and I'm learning as I go. And you know, me being as meticulous as I am, I take that same attitude on to like I want to be an agent with no holes in my game. I want to be able to negotiate on-field deals, off-field deals, whatever it takes. And that's what I'm doing to that end right now.
I love it, man. Real quick before we get out of here, brother, let everybody know where they can follow you at, man, and all that good stuff.
At the Agent Paul on Instagram, at Paul Derousselle on Twitter. They see me on yours all the time, man. And
yeah,
but most times I talk back, I'll answer back DMs when I can. You know, I'm super busy over these next couple of months, but that's where I'm at, man. And I just before we go, man, I just want to thank you for always giving me a safe space.
Come on, man.
You know, in life, it ain't many spaces where you know that's safe. Like I know you're not trying to ask me no gotcha questions, no this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's a place of love. You've championed me, I'll champion you too in rooms you're not in. So I appreciate you. You know, sometimes people can speak stuff so much that you start to believe it. Like you've been telling me I was one of them ones. Yeah. Even when I was like, man, it ain't no doubt now, cause we know. We know
and that's all I've been. And that's all I've been waiting on, bro. That's all I've been. Now it's like, oh, he arrived. Like me and Wasted were having a conversation in Detroit. It's like you were already here. Don't get it.
Did we arrive, or did we just get to where we knew where we were supposed to go? You know, like did we arrive though?
No, I mean, just you were already here, but like everything. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time for everything to come full circle. Like now the personality, bro. Like it's like. Oh man, bro! Like you him now, and I say that, and I know you said it humbly. You said because you can be humble, but also be like I know who I am. That's how I am. I know who I am. I know what I do, but I also understand, you know, that sometimes you him now, bro. And you've been him, but you're him now, bro.
So if I'm him and you him together, we them, or we us?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man, it takes time, and you know, to anybody who watching, is just like I say this every time. It ain't gonna happen overnight. It took me a long time to get to this point, but sometimes you got to get out your own way. Sometimes you got to believe in yourself, and sometimes you got to go to that dark place, and sometimes you got to go to that dark place alone. Sometimes ain't nobody can pull you out. Your mama, your girl, can't nobody do nothing for you. You have to want it more for yourself than anybody else could.
Yeah.
So with me, I ain't drinking over 2.5 years. I ain't missed church. I'm in the church choir now. I had to get my heart right. Yeah. And sometimes you got to get your heart right. And when your spirit is right, then God is going to allow you to have the things that you pray for, but he ain't going to give it to you if you ain't ready for it.
Yeah.
So had I had this level of success 5 years ago, I'd have effed it all away.
Yeah.
But now,
it's
a problem.
This the best way to end this interview right here, or this show. They not like us.
They not like us, Elite. Hey, my boy got the tie on with this. They not, bro. They not, dog.
My brother, when you gonna be back in town?
I think I'm coming back Monday or Tuesday this week. And then I'm flying to LA.
Tap in when you touch down. It's been long overdue. We got to link up, man.
Yeah, we were supposed to last time. I got you though.
Yeah, you already know, man. Once again, my brother.
Hold on. Before you go, Leon say this is the truth, same thing I did, but not in the choir. Why you ain't join the choir, Leon? You gotta. Hey, Leon didn't want to join the choir, but we got to join the choir.
Oh, I know.
Hey, you ain't never came see me sing in the choir though, bro.
That's funny. Hey, Tip, this is an insider scoop. Tip said, "Why are you going to LA?"
I emoji.
So she said, "I emoji," but it's not that. So.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember Tip tried to connect the dots on something?
Oh no, I ain't going to LA.
Hey, but you know,
I'm going to LA for not recreational purposes.
Business.
It's a business.
There you go. She said, "Oh, okay."
She's not gonna try out for the Lakers or something else. But like now, so I'm now. Hey, I was about to tell you. So Mother's Day, we singing in the choir. We singing this song, "God Made Me," and I got my own little part where I gotta kind of lead the tenors to victory. So I'm excited. My birthday Saturday.
Ooh.
Mother's Day Sunday. We having a block. It's good times, bro.
Hey, and you hit.
I'm turning though, because I'm not comfortable being that old just yet. So don't ask me. I'm old enough to where I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want to talk about it, bro.
Look, I'm assuming you are where I am then, because I hate talking about it too. So
let's just not discuss it, bro. They not like us. They not like us.
Oh yeah, Tiff said happy birthday as well, Paul.
Thank you.
Send our love to the family and everybody, man. You be safe this week. I know you're not drinking and all that other crazy stuff.
Chilling.
You know what I mean? But man, hey, once again, bro, we proud of you, man. We knew this day was coming, and hey, man, you deserve everything, man. Everything that's coming your way, man.
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
all the time.
And we'll do this again, man. Once the season comes back around, and we'll do it before then. But once everything kind of slows down, and you got some more stuff you want to put out there to the universe, you make sure you hit your bro. I mean, and let's double back and do this again.
Oh yeah. Shout out to y'all for watching. Shout out to Eunice, Louisiana, too, man. The state capital. Don't forget that. Eunice, Louisiana. All right, bro.
Man. Salute to my brother, man. Have a good day, brother.
All right, bro.
All right. Salute to everybody here in the building. You guys have a great evening. Thank you guys for pulling up on us tonight. You already know, man. This is one of these shows that we do where it's not Raider related. We just want to talk football, talk NFL, kind of take a peek behind the curtain, so to speak, with the draft process and, Paul being an NFL agent and all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys, appreciate it and we're entertained by the show, man. Paul is a brother of mine in real life. And, man, just it couldn't happen to anybody, better than Paul, man. Like, he definitely deserves everything that is coming his way right now, man. Thank you guys so much for being here the entire time, about almost an hour and a half in. We will be back, if not tomorrow, the following day. I've been kind of doing these 2-a-days lately. I kind of like that, man. Do a show in the morning, show at night. But once some stuff starts picking up, we'll definitely back over here soon. Once again, I keep saying this, we're working on more interviews, working on more stuff to bring to you guys, man. We definitely want to bring some different energy to the channel. We're working around the clock, you guys. Trust me. Every day, all day, I'm working the DMs, I'm working the phones, the emails, trying to bring on some new guests so you guys, can have a ball over here at OLV Raiders Network, man. Once again, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. On the way out. Oh, real quick. Also, thank you guys so much for all the love, for hitting 25K. Appreciate you guys for watching the show earlier this morning with me and Stu. Forever indebted to you guys. Once again, on the way out, wipe them feet, hit that subscribe button. Love you, man. I'm out. One.
That's what I'm talking about.